Mark Mound broadcasting live on the Haunt Hunters app. Yes, we're in the middle of Lee, New Hampshire, in the woods. It is raining, it's pouring, but it's taken 10 years to get here to the world famous Haunted Overload. Oh my God, I don't even know what to say after going through this daytime tour. I can imagine at night, but this place is epic. Get into your car now and drive here. If you're a Halloween fan, a haunt fan, it's got something for everybody. And the man, the legend, oh my God, 10 years it's taken to get to you. Eric, now I'm going to ask you to pronounce your last name.
Lowther.
All right, we went over this before, you know, I want to make sure, but I'm going to, Eric, this is unbelievable what you have here in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, it's a pretty special thing. I mean, we attract the most passionate people. Everybody's a volunteer here. We give 10% right off the top of gross proceeds to the local animal shelter, so it's a cause that everybody can get behind. So that's why you can see the passion in all the builds and everything. So it's a pretty special thing we got going here.
Yeah, you were saying how long you've been doing this? Since you were 8 years old, you started with a haunt in your yard?
Well, I'd say probably about 12. When we got a little too old to trick-or-treat, we started a little a haunt in my friend's basement. And once I got that first scare from the patrons and their, not patrons, but the trick-or-treaters and their parents, I was like hooked on scaring. So it just grew from there. I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and it just kept growing out of control.
All right, so I know we did the day tour, and in the haunt industry, they say if it looks good during the day, you can imagine what it's going to look for. And I mean, the amount of detail, I can't even begin to express in words. Like, I am really taken away, and Haunted Overload is definitely the proper name for this place. I mean, the structures, everything.
Yeah, when I was picking out names, I had a list of like 300 names, and I started building giant monsters on telephone poles in my front yard because I wanted to have something impressive, but I had a very, very small space. So when when I got the reactions from the people, stopping in the middle of the road, jumping out and taking pictures of these 30-foot scarecrows, I knew I had something, special going on. So now that's why we build all these giant structures, because, people have come to expect it now.
Yeah.
That thing's 50 feet tall.
50 feet? I mean,
yeah,
talk about...
I mean, it doesn't look the best from the back, but,
Yeah, well, yeah, hopefully he's all right up there. I mean, everything in here... One of the other things I noticed going through, and we only got a little taste, was the audio system. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that. I mean, that's amazing. The whole wood, everything was shaking.
Yeah. Well, I invest heavily from year to year. I take the money that we make and pour it all, most of it all back into the haunt. So we were able to this year upgrade all my old speakers. I used to take an hour and a half to turn all the speakers on throughout the whole attraction. So this year we've kind of consolidated and started off. I've got a 3-year plan of adding to this system. It's all big rack of amplifiers and subwoofers and everything. So that what you heard was only 4 speakers. And there's many others around still that I need to turn on to fill in the dead spots. But over the years we have a plan of having speakers everywhere, so I should be able to in a few years time go in and flip a switch and everything come on instead of running around climbing up ladders and everything. But it's an awesome start. I'm very, very pleased with it.
Well, you mentioned dead spots. There are a lot of dead spots in here. Let me say, in the Overload.
Yeah.
But and talk about climbing ladders. Still working on the haunt. It's about to open for the nighttime edition, and you're up there on the ladder putting pumpkins on scarecrows, and the work never ends.
This is a massively labor-intensive haunt. You see all the hand-carved pumpkins we have here. This is the second round of pumpkin carving. We carved some for the first weekend, and then of course they all rot in the 70-degree weather and rain. So then we have to do it again, and then even again next weekend we'll have to do the same thing. But we love to have the authenticity of real candles, the real candle smell, and the flicker, and the different jack-lanterns each time. So if you come back one weekend, the whole thing is going to look different the next weekend, because there'll be new carvers and new faces and different things to take pictures of and eye candy.
There's plenty of that, and you know what? During this tough time with COVID, I really was transformed into another world here, and I didn't think about what's going on out there. I mean, this has to be a welcome break for everybody because there's no live entertainment anywhere.
Right. Oh, without a doubt. I mean, we were really nervous when this COVID thing hit, but we're just very, very thankful that we're all outdoors, so the risk of transmission is very low in an outdoor event, as long as we keep everybody moving and social distance, and everybody's got to wear masks for the main event. But yeah, it's a definite welcome break for not only the actors but the patrons that haven't been able to do much since this thing hit. So we're really grateful to be able to open, and not only that, but still raise money for the animal shelter because all their fundraisers have been canceled. So it's a great thing, you know, all around. So
yeah, that's something that kind of gets lost in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people can't do these fundraisers and do things, and
Right.
they need help, and you guys are there to help these animals. That's tremendous.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of the fact. Over the years, we've raised almost $300,000 for the shelter, and so that's something that, you know, we can all be really proud about. You know.
Well, all I can say is this place is amazing. I'm getting your car now. Check out the fall. I mean, the leaves on the way up. I mean,
you can't beat it. A lot of times, it's very easy to overdo a scene, but this stuff is so beautiful around here. The old stone walls, the trees. You know, you only have to do a minimal amount in certain areas and then hit it with light and fog, and just, you know, it becomes magical at night.
Yeah, this is magical during the day, magical at night. The authenticity is off the charts. You are truly a master artist when it comes to Halloween.
Well, thanks a lot. I mean, I went to art school and everything, so this is a massive artistic outlet for me, and I love all the passionate people that are involved in it. It's an outlet for them also, so it's just a really, really cool thing that we have going here. I kind of treat it like a overgrown home haunt, you know what I mean? We're all family. It's not like a traditional one where we, you know, are hiring, you know, employees and everything. Everybody kind of knows each other, and we do events, you know, in the off season together, and it's just a really fun time. We get a lot of friendships out of it.
This is a magical place. Get in your car now. Head to Lee, New Hampshire. Haunted Overload. HauntHunters